Picture battling rocky terrain and near vertical slopes for years on end. That's what it takes to complete a mountain railway. But before you celebrate, consider running it when winter descends. This can be a very different story. California's Sierra Nevada mountains, facing up to 20 meters of snow each year. It would seem like the last place on Earth to build a railway. However, in the late 19th century, the pioneers of California's Central Pacific Railroad thought otherwise. The railway was built to connect San Francisco to Utah via the Sierra Nevadas. By 1869, the section to Reno was almost complete. But there was still one major hurdle to overcome, as engineer Chris Potts is finding out.
This is Donner Pass, and this summit stood as the last major obstacle for the Central Pacific Railroad for joining California with the East.
Named after George Donner, the leader of a settler group, this 2,000-meter-high pass has an ominous history. During the winter of 1846, the traveling party became trapped by deep snow. After supplies ran out, to survive, they resorted to cannibalism. 24 years later, despite the evidence of impassable snowfall, the pioneering rail engineers pressed on.
Theodore D. Judah, the chief engineer for Central Pacific, thought that the weather up here would be no match for his railroad. Unfortunately, he severely underestimated the power of nature. Shortly after the completion of their railroad in 1870, many miles were lost under the snow, and it was deemed impassable.
Traditional snowplows relied on the momentum of the train and a wedge-shaped nose, which works a treat until the snow deepens and turns to ice. With no machinery to tackle deep drifts, Judah built 40 miles of snow sheds to protect the track. But these smoke-filled tunnels were a temporary fix. Finally, in 1883, Canadian inventor Orange Jull provided a solution with a groundbreaking machine. The rotary snowplow. A truly monumental snow battling solution.
This absolute monster of engineering is the last word in snow clearance. If there's a serious snowdrift, this is what the railroad rolls out. Amazing.
Today, the conditions may be fair, but riding this iconic machine is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
This machine runs off of 1,500 horsepower, operated by that B unit right behind us. This plow can clear massive amounts of snow in minutes. What a feat of engineering. Absolutely amazing.
Unlike those traditional wedge-nosed snowplows, Jull's machine relied on an entirely different mechanism.
This fan works like a giant corkscrew. It cuts away at the ice bit by bit, and what it does is it turns the snow into a fine powder, and then through the centrifugal force, shoots it out through the top in either direction.
With Jull's 12-foot fan able to tackle even the worst build-up, it would revolutionize snow clearance.
So not only could this snowplow move more snow than traditional methods, it was also much safer. Not needing the momentum that more traditional methods needed, this was able to operate for longer distances and at lower speeds, meaning there was less of a chance that this would derail. Shortly after its introduction, the rotary snowplow proved itself time and time again in the most severe weather conditions.
In the winter of 1952, Smart Ridge near Donner Pass experienced a huge blizzard. The city of San Francisco Streamliner was buried in around 5 meters of snow, trapping over 200 passengers. Although it took 3 days, no less than 4 rotary ploughs finally reached the train, saving all but 2 of those on board.
Since its introduction in 1870, the rotary snowplow has fought the worst weather and won. It truly is the ultimate snow clearing machine.